Hey everyone, I just finished up a session with a parent and her son who has neurodiversity and anxiety. And we created an in the moment and out of the moment plan to manage triggers. We worked on one specific trigger. And it was fascinating what happened between the parent and the child. The parent got to hear the child express their true needs in a particular situation that is triggering. So in this particular case, the trigger was the feeling of being scared when something happens that causes me to feel scared. So in the past, so I got to coach and got to really show up for this family. I asked, what happens? We say, this is what's happening. I feel scared. What is mom and dad's reaction, right? So the boy got to express. They usually ask me, what's going on? What's going on, right? Here's the hand model of the brain, right? We have the midbrain, the emotional brain, the one that takes over and tells us to have an emotional response or move away, fight, flight, freeze, whatever might be happening, that the hippocampus and the amygdala might be responding. And over here is the prefrontal cortex. So it looks like this, but then when we flip our lid and we're highly emotional, these two parts of the brain don't communicate effectively together. So the prefrontal cortex is where we make our decisions, rational choices, and so on. Over here is, hey, please keep me alive. There's this particular thing I need to be aware of. Hey, hello, emotions, because my emotions can tell me what to do next, yeah? So the child is having this emotion, a trigger that's causing them to feel scared, but the parent's coming in and, hey, please tell me what's going on. So the parent wants to talk to the prefrontal cortex, which is the logical reasoning, more rational part of the brain. So the child goes, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any, I don't know. And this creates more anxiety for the child because they really don't know. They don't know what's going on. And we talked a lot about the in the moment and out of the moment plan talks about emotions and sensations, sensory information, and a whole bunch of things in this beautiful plan that I help families create for themselves. And we got to go through all of that. But here was one of the keys. The parents were coming in and asking what's going on and expecting that the person would be able to rationalize and explain whatever was happening. Now the parent in the session, we just finished the session right now, was saying that often the response is, I don't know. He says, I don't know. And I said, yeah, that makes sense because we're trying to talk to this part of the brain. Right now, we need to engage over here. We need to co-regulate, validate, and name the emotions for the child. Right? If the child does not know, can we make empathy guesses? If the child knows and is able to say, I feel scared, we empathize. Yeah, you feel scared. I'm hearing you. You feel scared. Right? What do you need? Is there something you need right now? And showing, so care, tone of voice, facial expression, all of those pieces. Instead of asking them to get logical and please tell me what's going on and tell me the whole story of everything right in the moment when I'm feeling like I'm not able to breathe because I'm feeling very anxious about what's happening and scared, we are asking them, what do you need? What can I do to support you right now? What do you need? What can I do to support you right now? And here's what's the fascinating thing that happened in this session. The son expressed two needs that were very different than what the parent had been doing prior to this. And so the parent was in the session going, oh, wow. Okay, that's what you need. Now I know. This is a spectacular part about coaching because a lot of these things may not come out otherwise. There are often parents don't have the language to bring this forward. And often, how does this even come up? Right? Sometimes we need that therapeutic container, that container to support this type of stuff to be vocalized. So one of the things that the child indicated they needed was connection, so a hug, and to be heard, to have someone listen, no solutions. So no solutions being offered. And in this particular family, solutions were the go-to when the child was in the throes of their emotional experience. So this was a huge shift for the parent, huge learning experience for the parent, and a lot of awareness brought forward for the child. And I call it my in the moment and out of the moment plan to navigate triggers. If you want this kind of support for your family, feel free to reach out.